Introducing the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.fm, and many more. The Open Palm Podcast, where the host engages his listeners with inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas. Topics include: make more mistakes, how much is your value, don't get right, get going, learning to let go, excellence is a habit, and more. Binge listen today. Subscribe today. It's getting excellent ratings. That's the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. You can also find it on YouTube. Make sure you share it with your social networks and connect on Twitter and Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's the Open Palm Podcast with Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms. Go listen, download, and subscribe now.
My friend, these are very, very interesting times that we are in. You know, I have a friend who gave a really wonderful message today on social media, using his platform to speak about mindfulness. That we each have a role to play. The current events can at times seem chaotic. People wondering what to do, which side to choose. Even no side is a side. Even neutrality is a position. And it's often tough when friends and family members are also feeling the impact, while some are stirred to action, wanting to rise up and fight, and others are seemingly passive, wanting more to cultivate themselves and become the change they wish to see in the world. Who knows who's right, who's wrong? Is there really a right or a wrong? Different sides, different pieces on a chessboard. Everyone has a role. So when it comes to choosing what you will do, I believe that is up to you. It is up to the individual to determine where their allegiance lies. Because it could be said that you are for humanity when you rise up against oppression. But it also could be said that you are for humanity when you don't. When you look another way, when you choose another choice, when you take another option, choosing to ask questions. Why do I feel like this? Is there a reason? Was I taught these things? Hatred is not something that we are born with. It's something we learn. We do not come into this world knowing hatred. It is something that is given to us. It is something we learn. Everything that happens outside begins within. All these things we see externally originated from our internal environment. For just as joy, love, and peace are inside jobs, so is hate, so is anger. There are other ways to protest. one of the ways that we can protest can simply be cultivating ourselves as human beings. When we become the change can occur so naturally. We've seen it happen before. How do you spell leader? EXAMPLE. For the way to lead is by example. And if leaders create leaders, and leadership is power, then true leadership is empowerment. And we may find that we can empower each other by first empowering ourselves. So let us be mindful during this time, just to be mindful of how we feel, our emotions, why we do the things that we do and why we don't. Just take a breath. And be mindful of all of your actions and inner thoughts. Because there is no action without first an inner thought. There is no outer change without first an inner change. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, that is the Open Palm Podcast here in San Antonio, Texas. The open palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. I pray you received a kind message letting you know that there's more than one way. Send this message to a like-minded individual who is learning and growing, becoming their greatest version, embracing themselves today, and asking the deep and probing questions. Pay it forward so more can hear the message. And if this is your very first time receiving this podcast, then welcome, my friend. Definitely subscribe if you are not already for more inspirational messages like this. And if you feel compelled to support, consider opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw, and supporting the podcast there is much appreciated. Thank you to all the wonderful supporters who continue to donate and contribute to the podcast. Much love. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are. Stay blessed and take care, my friend.
Hey there, my friend. So you've heard about Anchor, but do you know why it's the easiest way to make a podcast? Well, first off, it's free. It allows you to use creation tools that let you record your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can even make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to hear yours. Let's see what you have to offer the world.